Welcome back to my channel. It is Kaya, aka K Dollar, baby passion fruit, not K Dollar, and I accept all terms of endearment, but you knew that already. As you can see, I got my blanket on because, girl, it's cold. And as you can also see by the title of the video, today is a story time. This is going to be the story of my first tattoo, how it came about. Just a little backstory. This happened when I was 18. And when I was 18, I had my first girlfriend. That was a time, okay? Now, my mom was not a fan of my first girlfriend at all. My first girlfriend was not a fan of my mom. I was just in the middle, just, vibing. Hey, in my mind at that time, it really didn't matter if my family liked the person I was with or not, because in my mind, I'm with them. My family is not with them. Now, after this experience and other short-term relationships when I was in my teen years, I definitely came to start to value how my family felt about who I was with. So at this time, me and my girlfriend, we had been dating. So I'm a senior in high school, and at this point, I want a tattoo. So my girlfriend, she was older than me. So if I was 18, she was 20. I think she had just turned 21. She was in college. I was, like I said, a senior. And there was a point in time where I was just like, I want some tattoos, because up until that point, I'd had a couple piercings and I was ready to graduate to the big leagues, you know? I kept telling her, it was a period of time, it was maybe like a month on and off. I would tell her, I want a tattoo, I want a tattoo, I want a tattoo, right? And prior to this, my mom had always said, when I get my first tattoo, she wants to be the one to go with me. And I would always tell her, okay. But in the back of my young teenage mind, I was like, why the fuck why would I want you to be the first one? Like, no, no. So scroll forward, I'm just telling her how much I want this tattoo. And I'm just dropping hints to my girlfriend at the time, because I spent a lot of time with her. She had a car at the time. She was older than me. She knew, because like at that time I was living in Texas and she had been there. She went to college there. So she knew around more things to do. So I'm telling her these things so that she can take me to get a tattoo. Finally, it's this one day. It's more than likely a Saturday, because normally we would spend I'd spend the weekends with her. Cool. So it's one Saturday, we chilling and we're just riding around doing whatever the fuck. And we go to a flea market. So we're at this flea market. It's this big ass like indoor flea market. Cool. It's cool, nice little vibe, like some Texas shit. We come to this little booth. Like we walk in you come in the flea market and you go to the right, and you go straight down, and I think you make a left, go straight down. Mind you, as you're walking down, if you've ever been to a flea market, there's like booths and vendors and shit all over around, but you go all the way in the back and there's this nice little section, and it's this man and he's doing tattoos. So we come up to we walk up, and like, in my head, I'm like, this is the day, this is the time. Like, I'm like, this is my moment to shine. Because before, she had never told me no. she would just listen to me say like, "Oh, I want a tattoo," but she wouldn't like take the conversation too far. So I was gonna take that little piece of um leeway, and I was gonna bust that bitch open and get what I wanted. So we walk up and we're looking at him. He has somebody in the chair, and but he wasn't doing like a big design. So we come up to the little booth thing, and we're we're looking at him work for a little bit. He's like looking up in between working on the guy, making small talk. He greets us. We greet him back. We're looking, flipping through like his previous design work in his book, and we make eye contact. Me and my me. I don't want to keep calling her my girlfriend. Um, Sock. I see a sock right there. So Sock is going to be my girlfriend at the time, but ex girlfriend. So we're looking through the stuff, and me and Sock, we look up and we make eye contact, and I'm like, we should get a tattoo. I was like, as I say, we should get a tattoo, cause like me, I really want to say I want a tattoo, but I'm gonna include her in it, right? So as I say, we should get a tattoo. She's like, no, 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 no. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. When I would tell her that I wanted a tattoo, she would be like, I'll pay for you to get a tattoo, but it has to be something of me, or or it has to be something of her or some shit. Like something along those lines is what Sock said. So, and then so we have Sock saying that, and then we have my mom on the other hand saying this, right? And for some reason, in my fucking teenage mind, instead of just going with my mom, I was just like, I chose to do it with Sock. Why? There's a whole reason why, but that's a story for another day. So fast forward, at that point in time, I'm not thinking Sock was dead ass. I'm thinking she was just talking shit. So when that happened, and we had that moment where we both had the tattoo idea together, I'm like, oh shit. But me being me, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, fuck it. Like, why not? Why not? So, make a long story short, my first tattoo, I got it on my hip. Now, low key, kind of hurt like a bitch. Probably wouldn't hurt now because I have a little bit more meat there. But at the time, 18-year-old me, I thought I was the thickest thing in the world. Girl, I was skinny with some titties. So it didn't hurt, but I felt that shit. We ended up getting matching puzzle piece tattoos, right? So we're gonna fast forward. I think I kept it hidden for maybe like a week or so. I want to say I kept it hidden for like a week or so. So, all right, we're gonna fast forward, and all throughout that week, here and there, my Sock would call me. We'd be on the phone. She'd be like, "Are you taking care of it? Are you moisturizing it?" Da, 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 da. Like, she was just oh so proud of this tattoo, and I mean, as she should at the time. Like, it might not sound like it, but I love my little tattoo. I love my little tattoo. Like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, me and my bitch got matching tattoos per tatted up. Mind you, tattoos like this damn big. In my mind, you can't tell me shit, bitch. I'm tatted up. So, fast forward to about a week later. It's the weekend, and I used to have a habit of over the weekend, the same way I would go and spend time with Sock. I would go and I would either come back with a new piercing, or I would just be high as a kite. Child, who knows? Who knows? It was always an adventure. Like, we're doing stuff. Like, I had moved to Texas from California, so I'm used to shit. Every day was a motherfucking party. And to I say all that to say, about a week later I come home. Of course, it's probably a regular Sunday night before I gotta go to school Monday, and I am drunk. Like, I'm drunk. And I used to be able to hold it together in my mind ish enough. But that day I was drunk. Like, looking back, I thought I was way more sober than what I was. Like, a bitch was drunk. And I know I was drunk because I'm pretty sure that that was the night I ended up throwing the fuck up in the cat's litter box. I remember my mom, she's like downstairs in the living room when I come home. But when you open the front door, you walk in, to the right is the guest bathroom. Straight ahead, what you walk ahead is like the kitchen, the dining room. But right there on your immediate left, you're in the living room. So I walk in, she in the living room chilling. She like she's like happy to see me. Like, she greets me. Cool. She had something, like some type of piece of clothing. I don't know if, because my mom, she had a habit of, she'll have clothes, keep them, not wear them for a long time, and then when she's going through her stuff, she'll be like, oh, I haven't worn this, see if it could fit you. Or, oh, I just got this, but it can't fit me, see if it could fit you, type shit. So it was one of those situations. And she was like, go in the bathroom, try it on, see how it fits. And my drunk ass, like, I don't know why it didn't click to me to just tell her, like, no, I'm tired or some shit. I know what it was. I was so fucked up in the moment that I didn't even want to say too much, because I didn't want her to know, number one, that I was fucked up, and number two, how fucked up I was. That's what it was. So, she's talking to me. I'm minimally engaging because I'm just trying to survive this interaction so I could go lay the fuck down. I'm in the guest bathroom. I think it was like a skirt. It had to be either a skirt or a pair of pants, or some type of bottoms. I remember that because I had to take my pants off and the tattoo is on my hip. I'm in there, and I remember I'm in there for a while, and I remember I'm fumbling. And I think that was the day that I threw up in the litter box, because I'm like, I think I threw up silently so she wouldn't hear me and come check on me while I'm still struggling to try to get these fucking pants or whatever the hell on. Just young drunk shit. Like, mind you, we're in a guest bathroom, we're in a half bathroom, so the same way the litter box was there, I could have thrown up in the toilet. You would have heard me throwing up in the toilet, so I threw up in the litter box. And in my head I was like, damn, because it was my chore to clean out the litter box anyway, I was just going back door, clean the litter box out after I do whatever the fuck, and then escape upstairs. So I think I was like, I remember my drunk ass, like, in between fucking silently throwing up in the damn cat's toilet, struggling to get the fucking shorts or the skirt, whatever the fuck, on. I was taking a little too long. My mom ended up coming, before she ended up knocking on the door, she's sitting out there and she's like, what's taking so long? Like, it shouldn't take that long. You okay? Like, cool. And I'm half drunk, still low key trying to act somewhat sober. Because mind you, I'm like 18. So I'm just like, yeah, or like, yeah, whatever came out. So after a couple more seconds pass, she come and she's knocking on the door. Like she's knocking on the bathroom door. And I don't remember if I tried to like say something or if I tried to like shuffle over to the door to get her like to close it before she could open it, because I knew, number one, my drunk ass, the pants were like around my knees. So my tattoo is in full fucking display. She comes in, and before I could cover up or do anything, she's like, "What's taking so?" And her eyes lock, like mid sentence. That shit snatched her mid out her fucking sentence, and her eyes lock onto the tattoo. Cause mind you, I had on underwear, but I had on like a thong or some shit. Cause I probably had on like some little shorts or some leggings or some shit. So I had on. It was skinny. You could see the skin. Okay. She looks. She like, "You have a tattoo?" Like she looked a mixture of angry, disappointed, and like, "Oh bitch, you have the audacity." Like she like, "You have a tattoo?" And I'm just looking at her, and she looking at me, and I'm looking at her, she looking at me, because I'm like, now typically back then I would have lied to her, but I don't want to lie to her because, girl, you see it, it's there, I'm drunk. so so she did that shit to where it's like, I'm talking to you, like regardless of if it's in her damn face. You know how black mamas do. She wanted an answer, she wanted to be acknowledged. So I'm here trying to formulate some type of sentence. She peeped game. "Oh bitch, you're drunk too." Oh yeah, she was pissed. Like that that really was the icing on the cake for her. So she started going off. Like I don't even really remember what she was really saying too much, because like I said, I'm faded. Like, sorry sister girl, I'm sorry, tattoo's there. So I remember, long story short, I end up just going upstairs. And I remember as I'm walking out the bathroom, she was like, "And get your ass back the fuck down here and clean up this shit out the fucking litter box." Like, I'm like, oh fuck. Because up until then, like, it was a lot going on. So I kind of forgot I done threw up in the cat box. So I went upstairs, tried to sober up for a little bit, went down, emptied out the box, washed it out, all new litter. And yeah, that's the story of my first tattoo.